match is underway. Before we can get to our microphone positions, Michael St. John along with Paul Adams. This match a main event no matter how you cut it, as Terry Golden taking on JC Ice.
Absolutely, Michael, and I'll tell you what, this is actually a rematch from several Saturdays ago here in Nashville at the Fairgrounds when Terry Golden got the victory over JC Ice.
And JC Ice not very happy since that day. I'll tell you, he's been an angry young man, and he is ready to take the battle today on television, right to the heart of the matter against Terry Golden on television.
Well, he's got nothing to be angry about because he wanted the match, and Burt Prentice went ahead and the matchmakers here in Music City Wrestling and gave them the bout right here on television so that everybody that comes out to the Fairgrounds who wasn't so pleased with Terry Golden's victory several weeks back can maybe see JC Ice try to go for a measure of revenge here on Music City Wrestling this week.
Both of these men are championship timber in that Terry Golden has held championships, including the Southern Championship. JC Ice, part of the World Tag Team Champions at one time, and now these two men trying for new heights right here in Music City Wrestling. Well, it looked as though from the way the match started that Terry Golden was very anxious to lock up with JC Ice, but right now he seems to be a little hesitant to go collar and elbow, and now indeed they do, and JC Ice has that side headlock quickly.
Well, that's a good point. That's a good point, Michael, because in actuality, since they have faced each other before, it's going to be interesting to see how they start off. Will they go for it in a kind of a slower manner, trying to feel each other out, see what each other's strategy is, or are they going to go right at each other because of the bad blood that exists from last time they met up?
We had one of our cameramen up at a ringside angle on the apron, and JC Ice almost took the camera, the cameraman, the ropes, and everything else with him. So right now, JC Ice trying to regain a little composure there. Terry Golden was actually mocking him in the ring. They lock it up finally, collar and elbow. Both men trying desperately to gain the advantage here. And I've got a feeling, Paul, that whoever gets the early advantage in this match will take home the victory.
Well, it's possible. Both men very, very strong cardiovascular conditioning, Michael. This one could go the remainder of the show.
Well, right now, Terry Golden is again mocking JC Ice. This is one thing that I really disagree, and you being a wrestling manager, Paul Adams, when you've got a man on the ropes or you've got an advantage, you don't stop and mock the man and laugh at the crowd and try to get them into cheering you and booing you or whatever. You should stay on the man and finish the match, do the work that has to be done in the ring. And that's one thing Terry Golden will do. At times, he will lose his attention in the ring.
Well, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. You go ahead and tell these fans not to start chanting stuff like go Ice go, go Ice go. And then maybe people like Terry Golden will stop mocking people like go Ice go.
Well, right there you see JC Ice taking the advantage away simply because Terry Golden had his mind on something else.
Well, he's probably preoccupied with the fact that most of these redneck hillbilly fans down here in the front row are trying to get all touchy-feely with Princess Dee right there. And that's very distracting. You need to talk to some of them, too, get security after him.
Well, Terry Golden may have been a victim of a low blow earlier by JC Ice and may still be suffering that effect, trying to get his win on the floor here and now on the apron. But now Terry Golden coming back in the ring, hopefully ready to lock up with JC Ice. But as you said, Paul, this match, these two could go at each other and could battle from now until tomorrow morning.
And they could pull out a bunch of different styles, Michael. Mat wrestling, chain wrestling. They could go to the top rope and fly around with the best of them. So who knows? We could see anything in this one.
Well, Jamie Dundee, a second generation wrestler, JC Ice, and Terry Golden with a strong family wrestling background of his own. So these two, they know the basics of professional wrestling. JC Ice has been in the WWF. He was in ECW. You talk about chains and chairs and hubcaps and every doggone thing else. They do anything and everything there in that organization. And now he's come back to Music City Wrestling with one intent in mind, and that is to wear some gold around his waist. And I'm not talking about a gold hubcap.
Well, and as far as JC Ice goes and his family background, I do have to say he is quite the severe victim of poor genetics. He certainly is vertically challenged, is he not, Michael?
I think it's not how tall you are or how big you are. As you well know, Paul Adams, it's how much fighting a man. And every ounce of JC Ice, look at that. JC Ice using a little noggin right there with that drop kick on Terry Golden. JC Ice may not be the biggest wrestler in the business, but he's got more fire, more power per ounce than probably any man in Music City Wrestling today.
Well, I don't know what that was all about right there, whether JC told him the sky was falling and Golden fell for it or what. But he's on the outside right now. He got back in. He's ready to lock it up. I don't think he's going to fall for that one again. That was a dirty trick, Michael, right there. Dirty trick.
JC Ice having to keep a third eye, if you would, on Princess Dee around the ring. I've noticed that Princess Dee, since she has joined the forces of Terry Golden, or gotten in his corner, so to speak, and I understand this is a little bit more than wrestling involved here, but she has become very active and sort of circling the ring like a vulture, trying to get her hand in on whatever happens. And Terry Golden out on the floor. He went after JC Ice in a high-risk maneuver, but it backfired.
I don't know what you're talking about, a vulture. Does that look like a vulture to you? That looks like a kind woman trying to get over there and encourage her man to get back in the ring and take it to JC Ice. That's what it looks like to me.
And it looks like her man right now is the worse for wear, as he went catapulting over the top rope as he went after JC Ice.
Well, JC used that speed and got out of the way in that one, and that might be the turning point in this match. This might give JC Ice the chance to take control of this one.
Terry Golden trying his best to regain his composure. He really took a heck of a fall. He took a 15-foot drop just there.
Well, absolutely, Michael. That's why it's illegal to throw your opponent over the top rope. When you make a spill like that out of the ring down onto a concrete floor, that could be the end of you. And that's exactly right. You see, and matter of fact, look, it looks like Golden sustained a knee injury right there. His left knee, he's holding it.
Well, he is holding the outside of the left knee. That could be a medial lateral that has been severely hurt or torn. That is an injury you see quite common on the football field, but I think we may have just witnessed it right here today on Music City Wrestling, and Terry Golden flying over the top rope.
That's right. In fact, you better get ready to ring the bell, because this one, I think the referee ought to call it.
Well, right now, JC Ice trying to back. Now, he is a little cautious, and I don't blame him, knowing the wherewithal of Terry Golden. JC Ice is a smart wrestler in the ring. He doesn't want to move in just blindly, because, heck, we don't know. Terry Golden could be playing possum for all we know. But he is limping, and he is limping pretty severely, and I do think that he hurt his knee.
Sick animal for even going after him, and these people in the crowd are chanting, break it off, break it off. That's horrible, and Princess Dee's over there trying to console her man.
I don't think it's horrible at all. I mean, you as a manager preach this of your disciples, if you would. Why can't JC Ice go after a man's weakness? Tonight at the Fairgrounds Arena in Nashville, the main event, a four-way dog collar match. In the ring, Dangerous Doug Gilbert and Wolfie D up against Billy Joe Travis and Flash Flanagan.
Yep, you want to behave like an animal. The promoters around here are going to treat you like an animal, and they got that dog collar match tonight in Nashville at the Fairgrounds.
And JC Ice trying to pull up Terry Golden off the floor and go down with with an atomic drop. He was unable to do it. He sort of tossed him aside, and Terry Golden came back, and both men are down with a double clothesline.
And I will tell you what else I noticed on that atomic drop right there. When Golden came down, when he landed, that left knee buckled a little bit. It gave out once again.
Ice bringing him across the ring, and Golden lifted the right leg and caught JC Ice upside the face, and JC is down.
Exactly right. That atomic drop, which is designed to go after the backbone, could have actually injured the knee even more, but he got the right foot up, as you so eloquently stated, Michael, and it looks like Golden may go to work on him right here now.
JC Ice trying to recover. Terry Golden trying to recover from that fall earlier in this match. Whips JC into the corner, back body drop. There you see the pressure on that knee, taking the measure. JC Ice comes right back on Terry Golden, whips away with those strong right hands, has him backed into the ropes. Golden is caught. And I think you're right, Paul. I think Golden has suffered an injury and has not recovered in this match from that knee and that spill he took 15 feet in the air over the top rope.
Exactly right. Now you see Princess Dee up on the apron here, and look at this sicko. JC Ice going after a woman like that. What's wrong with him? Typical of the people in Tennessee.
He's in a dangerous position. She just threw something to Terry Golden. There was something that flew through the air, and Golden just nailed JC Ice. He goes for the cover. He got the 3 count. What was that? Did you see that?
No. I don't know what you're talking about, but I think we got to go to a break, Michael.
We got to get an explanation. JC has just been leveled. Look where it took him outside his chin. He was just nailed. Let's take a break. Let's see if we can sort things out. We'll be back.